Play La Bamba, Oil Country. The Edmonton Oilers find a way to snatch a victory from the jaws of defeat of Yaroslav Askarov and the San Jose Sharks. Edmonton, just like they did against the Boston Bruins, had to tie the game late. This one was a little too close for comfort, in my opinion. I mentioned in the pregame report that Edmonton could not take this team lightly, and they were sleeping for that first 10 minutes, and San Jose made them pay. They got up to a 2-1 lead in that first period, and then Edmonton, they went into desperation mode. And it's good to see. I was saying on the live stream, which, by the way, if you were part of the live stream, thank you so much. We did 10 gifted memberships. It was a lot of fun. It was a blast. The energy was great. Everyone that tuned in, thank you for your support. It means the world. But during the live stream, too, I was talking about how good teams find a way to win hockey games. Bad teams find a way to lose hockey games. If this was a few years ago, maybe Edmonton loses that game. If that was Edmonton back in October, maybe they find a way to lose that hockey game. But just like against the Bruins, they, found a way to dig in. They got a late goal from McDavid against Boston. Tonight, it was Mattias Ekholm playing hero, tying the game with 17 seconds left. But before Ekholm's tying goal, I want to give a huge shout out to Evan Bouchard. Now, I don't think he had a great game by any means. There was a few turnovers, and I really do think Evan Bouchard is really hurt right now. I don't think he's anywhere near 100%. His foot speed hasn't been great. His puck decision-making hasn't been great. He's been fumbling a lot of easy passes, and he's been throwing pucks to nowhere. But that's beside the point. What Evan Bouchard did before the Oilers were able to tie that game against San Jose today, the play that he made, that no look, he spun backhand on his stick. He kept the puck in the Shark zone. It allowed Draisaitl to hold on to it. It allowed the Oilers to keep possession, get that cycle back going. Puck eventually came to Corey Perry, who centered it to Mattias Ekholm, who rifled it top shelf on Yaroslav Askarov, who I don't know if anyone has played Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey on the N64, but there is a funny little animation that happens randomly throughout the game where the goalie will literally turn into an actual wall, turns into an actual brick wall, and the announcer goes, "That goalie's a wall," and it doesn't matter how good the opportunity is. It's just random chance. It's a silly arcade hockey game on the Nintendo 64, and I'm referencing that because I played it a lot as a kid. That's what Yaroslav Askarov was doing today for the Sharks. He was literally a wall. He was he was channeling his Dominic Hasek, prime Hasek in this one. Now, of course, San Jose, I mentioned in the pregame report, Edmonton could not take this team lightly. There are no guaranteed wins, and I feel for the Sharks. I feel for Sharks fans as well. Obviously, as a Sharks fan, you want another high draft pick. This continues their rebuild. You get to see a game where you're competitive, your goalie's making big saves. Askarov is the goalie of the future. You still get a point in the standings, but it also still helps their rebuild. It helps their ability to finish lower in the standings. But San Jose has had a lead in the third period in 6 straight games, and they have lost 5 of them. This team will eventually turn it around. They will learn how to win these tight hockey games, the Sharks, that is. And I look forward to seeing San Jose when they are likely going to be a powerhouse in the next 2 or 3 years. San Jose, real bright future. And Sharks fans, for tuning into the stream tonight, thank you. You were very positive and a lot of fun. I just want to give a shout out to Sharks fans in general. Sharks fans are some of the most fun to interact with on Twitter, on Blue Sky, social media. We love San Jose Sharks fans. They are an absolute blast. So thank you for your support during the live stream as well. But let's get to the Oilers discussion. Like I mentioned, Edmonton fell behind early in this game. Luke Kunin made it 1-0 San Jose off of a play that I did not like by Brett Kulak, actually. Initially, I was mad at Evan Bouchard. We're going to go to the NHL visualizer for this one. Now, Evan Bouchard, he's the furthest defenseman back here. Under normal circumstances, yes, Kulak, this is the left side of the ice. This is generally his side to cover. However, the puck got by him, and it got to Wenberg. Wenberg chases after it. So Bouchard, he's on Wenberg. What Brett Kulak needed to do here was turn around, scout the middle of the ice, and figure out where he needs to cover. Brett Kulak should have seen Evan Bouchard go into the corner here and went, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't have 2 defensemen in the same corner because that's going to leave the middle of the ice open. And that's exactly what happened. As this play continued, Wenberg, he makes the centering pass. Kulak came in to try and steal it from him, and Kunin got past Jeff Skinner, and he just rifled it over Calvin Pickard's blocker to make it 1-0 for the Sharks. Timothy Liljegren also got an assist on that play for San Jose. Did not like that play by Brett Kulak. However, I felt the rest of the game, Brett Kulak played good. Again, I initially blamed Bouchard during the live stream. When I saw it happen, I was like, why is Bouchard in that corner? But in hockey, he was the first defender back. He pressured Wenberg into that left corner. Kulak should have adjusted. He should have turned around and he should have looked and covered the middle of the ice. We saw that happen a lot with Cody Ceci and Darnell Nurse. A lot of times they would get stuck on the same side of the ice. They'd go to the same corner against the same offensive player for their opponent, and the middle of the ice, the slot area, was always wide open, and it was very frustrating to watch. But at least the Oilers were able to win this game, so I don't have to, talk too negatively about that specific play, but I did want to mention it. Zach Hyman, of course, he tied the game not too long after. The Oilers' top line were buzzing all night. I found the top line, they cycled more than they should have been shooting, but McDavid found Hyman, and he rifled it over Askarov to tie the game at 1. And then Jan Ruda made it 2-1 San Jose off of a goal that I really didn't like. I didn't like this goal against at all on Calvin Pickard, and this is where I was really concerned. I was like, okay, maybe the Oilers are not destined to win this hockey game. Maybe the Sharks are destined to win. It's just the shot that was placed. It was off the post and in. I didn't like the shot going in on Calvin Pickard. He kind of froze up. He was a little too deep in his crease. I don't know if he 100% saw it, but a shot like that, I don't know. Wasn't a big fan of that one beating Pickard. However, I will say Calvin Pickard made some massive saves in that third period, including on a breakaway by Macklin Celebrini. Calvin Pickard stacked the pads. He was also channeling his Dominic Hasek with the stacking the pads breakaway stop on Celebrini, allowed Edmonton to continue to push and push and push until they eventually tied the game. Mattias Ekholm, will they show Bouchard keep this puck in? I don't know if they'll actually do it. This happened. Okay, so it didn't happen during the visualizer, but the Oilers had been cycling for a little bit. The play that Bouchard did make, I wish they would have showed it, gone back an extra 10 seconds. It was an unbelievable keep at the blue line. But Bouchard, he gives the puck to McDavid. He puts it across to Corey Perry. Perry finds Ekholm, who walks into the slot wide open. And look at the Sharks, man. They were doing such a good job covering Hyman and Draisaitl on the back door, but they forgot about Mattias Ekholm here. And Ekholm, he absolutely rifles it top shelf. I don't know who that was on Edmonton that looked like he was about to jump onto the ice and then went back to the boards. And then in overtime, Draisaitl with the OT winner. He strips number 64 from the puck. Celebrini can't stay on him, comes to Bouchard. Connor McDavid will grab it with speed. He dekes Celebrini, and then him and Draisaitl, their signature reverse play. Draisaitl goes onto the right side of the ice so that he can one-time that. He shoots it. Askarov doesn't get all of it. Beats him. Oilers win 3-2, and we'll also do a quick standings check as well. For Edmonton in the Pacific Division, they are now within 1 point of the Los Angeles Kings. LA lost in overtime today, and they are 3 points back of the Vegas Golden Knights. However, Vegas does have a game in hand, but the Edmonton Oilers, they continue to keep pace here in the Pacific Division. They continue to win games. They are 20-11-2 on the season right now, which is really good to see. But I wanted to give a big shout out to Bouchard's keep at that blue line before the tying goal. Give a shout out to Ekholm for tying the game, and give a shout out to Calvin Pickard for finding a way to make the saves that he had to make to allow Edmonton to come back and win this game. Just like Stuart Skinner against the Boston Bruins the other night, they went down 2-0 early. A lot of question marks. You're sitting there going, oh man, when are we going to find a way to win a game? When is our goalie going to give us some saves and allow us to win a game? It happened today for Pickard. It happened against Boston for Skinner. And hopefully the Oilers can go into the Christmas break on a high note against the Ottawa Senators tomorrow. They play at 6 p.m. Mountain at Rogers Place, and that will be the last game before the Christmas break for Edmonton. I believe they're going to be off for about 5 days after tomorrow. I think their next game back is December 28th after the Christmas break. I will try and do a live stream tomorrow for the Ottawa Senators and Edmonton Oilers game, so keep an eye out for that. I do get off at 6, so it'll be just like the Boston game. If I do a live stream, I likely won't be able to go live until there's about 5 minutes left in the first period. If that's okay with all of you, if you want to see that live stream, if you want to see me do one more before Christmas, make sure to smash the like button on this video. Let's try and get 125 likes on this video. I know you can all do it. I know you have never disappointed me before. In fact, you are all just incredible all the time. Your support means the world to me. We recently did hit 4,300 subscribers, at least as of the recording of this video. So thank you so much for your support. That is an incredible milestone. We continue to climb towards 5,000 subscribers, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store here in Oil Country, here on the Austin Hockey YouTube channel. Thank you so much. If I don't see you tomorrow, I hope you all have a wonderful and a very, very Merry Christmas. I love all of you, Oil Country. You're incredible. You mean the world to me. I cannot express enough just how much I love all of you, and I truly wish you all the best moving forward. Tomorrow morning, I'll have a pregame report up before the Senators game. And of course, after the Sens game, I'll have a postgame reaction. And I'm hoping to be part of a live stream as well. So keep an eye out for tomorrow. Lots of good content on the way. If I don't see you, have a very Merry Christmas. Tell someone that you love the Oil Country. And of course, like always, the most important thing, fight like a kid, fight like Ben. Wear this every single day. We do this for Ben. We do this for those, who have inspired Oil Country, who are no longer here. And my heart and my well wishes goes out to everybody, past and present of this team. So thank you all so much. We'll see you soon. Merry Christmas. Take care.